Okay, so I'm up on a ladder and I'm gonna just show you what I use to hang my garland from. I really got ready for you all, sorry. I don't use the stick-on hooks. They do not work. My garlands are too heavy. I've had them in the past fall off. So for me, that's not worth it. And what is worth it is for me to use the either an eye hook or I don't know what these are called, a hook. Anyway, I'll show them to you. So I have one in the corner here. There is one way back here. It's in the middle, maybe somewhere in here. Oh goodness, there it is. I've already attached some stuff to it. And then I have one way over in the corner with my garland already attached to it, my garland wire. So I'm going to show you how I put my garland wire on. This stuff is amazing. I use it for almost everything. It's kind of my holy grail. I get it at Hobby Lobby. It comes in a spool. It's just gritty. It holds well. I've never had any problems with it. I use it on all my ornaments. I'll show you later. But one of two ways I use this on my hooks is either looping it through my garland, or this one I'm just going to do. You just take a little bit and then you just twist tie it, and it's going to hold. So then I'm going to loop, well, it hooks on. Put it underneath my wires, I guess. And that's going to hold really nicely. So then at the end I can just wrap it around my garland, and then I'm going to do that same knot twist tie thing when I hook it up. So let's see if we can get it up. So I don't want to have a lot of slack. As soon as I tie this up, when I pull it to the other side, I don't want it to sag down. So I'm going to make sure I pull it really tight. Putting this wire right around the base of it, so now it's just holding it. I haven't fluffed it yet, so I'm not really concerned about how it's looking as far as that goes. I'll put everything where I want it when I'm ready to. So I'm going to go on the other side, do the other side. So after I get it hooked up, then I'm going to step back and just make sure I have it pretty much even. And now I'm just going to fluff it, put the branches where I want them. For my garlands, I follow a pattern of when the branch is going down, I want my branches to go down. Doesn't make sense if they're going up and my garland's going down. So the corners, I want mine to go this way. So up and out, up and out. And then I'm going to go from the middle this way, I want my branches to go this way. And from this way, opposite. And then again at the corner out, and then branches down. So I'm going to start my garland with my fillers. So I have pretty fillers, I have plain fillers, just something to add a little bit more to my garland. And this is just pretty. I do like just the pretty white garland. It's good enough, but I also like to just add a little bit more. So if you watched my other video about me taking apart my picks, this came from a big one. This one was so hard to take apart. I forget how many were in them, but these was so heavy. And they're big as they are. I mean, they have quite a statement. So I did end up taking them all apart. I'm going to put them in my garland, and then when I get where I want them, I'm just going to take the top and I'm going to bend them behind my garland. I'm not going to be taking this out and around, so I don't have to completely secure everything. It just makes it easier to take apart, and I have no problems with it during the season. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these in. By the way, I have no idea what I'm doing. I buy the stuff and I just am gonna make it work. So I just kind of go along. It's a creative process. It's a lot of fun, and we'll see where we end up.
Can I do any?
Okay, so I'm adding in these. I've already put a couple of them in. I have, I think 8 of these. I'm gonna put them back behind the garland so I can still see my whites, but I get a little bit of a wispiness up at the top here. I think it just adds a little bit more dimension again. And then I have these, this one has more of a, like a darker green needle in it, along with a lighter green, and then I have one that is just like a much more green. Probably hard to tell, but this one's got a little dark in it. So anyway, typically when I do my branches, I do 2 to the side, and then this third one I usually bring up and forward, so it has more of a natural branch look to it. Probably hard to see there, but because I'm putting it behind my garland, I'm gonna kind of splay it all the way out nice and flat, and then I can work them up through the garland to pull some forward to have them show a little bit more if I want to. Okay, so have no fear. I have taken apart some. So same picks that I had before. These were pretty simple, just unwound them off. So now I'm gonna put these on at the very, very bottom. Didn't want a ton at the bottom. So this will just add a little bit extra. Okay, so this is a different color. Another pick, took apart, of course. I like the color. It's just like a really light, kind of sagey green. So I have 6 of these. I know I said I usually work in odds, but sometimes on the garland I need something to be on even on both sides. So I'm just gonna put these throughout and fill it up a little more. Next one, you guess it, took them apart. So I've got 5 of them, so I'm gonna put those on. And if I go down on one side, I'm gonna come up on another. So I'm gonna get into some prettier fillers. They have a little bit of sparkle on them, just a little bit of shimmer. So we're gonna fill these. I think I have 5 of these as well. So we're gonna pop those in. All right, so I'm kind of sticking with the matte this year. I like the matte. I think they're really pretty. I like all of them, but I think we're gonna do matte this year. I have got, I think I'm gonna use 5 to 7 of the big white ones. So we'll see how many I'll need in the end. So when I put my ornaments in, I always hold them upside down. Here's that wire garland stuff I was telling you about. I love it. It's great. I'm gonna use that twist tie approach. It's super quick, holds really nicely. But I'm gonna do it upside down, and I'm gonna attach my wire as close to the inside of the branch, close to the center as I can. So. Use the smaller ones now. To add in a little bit of color now. It's my accent color. These are a little bit smaller. These are about maybe 1 3/4 size bulbs. So we're gonna add these in now. So then I've got little guys. These are a cluster of 3, and then I've got a cluster of 2. So I have 2 clusters of 2s and 2 clusters of 3s. So, and then just a note on these, I glue the tops, the ornament holder to the bulb. A lot of times when you put 3 of them together, it puts a lot of pressure when you start to tie them together, and then they pop off. It's very frustrating. And then I use actually the thinner wire for these, just to not create as much pressure. So if you have trouble, hot glue the tops, and it'll be a little easier. Next bulb. So these are just matte, clear, plain as day. I just picked them up. I think they were like $3 for a pack of 12. But I think they might catch the light a little bit fun and just add a little bit of a fill. So I'm only gonna do like 4 of these. Okay, so now I'm gonna add in my poinsettias, the ones I kind of clustered them. I'm not sure if I'm going to put a white one right next to it or if I'm going to spread them out. I'm going to kind of see how it looks once I put them in. Okay, so I could stop here. I think it looks really pretty. But I have a lot more to put in it, and I bought it, so I'm going to put it in and see how it looks. I'm going to do some of these now. I think there's 5 of them. Alright, so now we're going to add in some red glittery stems. red berries.